Time we have a huge downpour or a big storm, the Department of Public Works sends us an email of how many gallons of raw sewage was just pumped into the Inner Harbor and other waterways.
That's right. It happens when the 100-year-old system gets backed up, and lately with all the rain we've been seeing, it's happening at an alarming rate. WMAR2 News' Brian Cuba here now with the progress report on the project being built to stop some of these overflows.
Kelly, the last 2 weeks have really tested this old system. DPW says about 10 million gallons of stormwater mixed with raw sewage was released into the area waterways during the last weekend of May. That system was then taxed again this past weekend, as officials say nearly that much was pumped into waterways again. A century-old problem the city says may be finally resolved in just a little more than 2.5 years. The cranes aren't just over downtown Baltimore. Here at the Back River Wastewater Treatment Plant in Essex, an aggressive construction project is on schedule.
This contract is digging essentially a deep wet well, which will allow the flow to come to the plant and not be backed up into the city.
In lay terms, Division Chief Mike Gallagher says the city and county are spending $429 million for a catch-all. It's hard to see here, but crews are building a huge tank to catch the sewage backups that are now being released into the rivers, streams, and the Inner Harbor. It will eventually relieve the flat, century-old pipe that is now prone to those stormwater backups. Once complete, DPW estimates more than 80% of the raw sewage spills will stop, giving area waterways, including the harbor, a chance to heal.
I think this can probably be classified as the most proactive, positive water quality, environmental situation in terms of the projects that we're doing here.
But the folks at Blue Water Baltimore are only cautiously optimistic. They say they're skeptical of the massive public works fix that will eliminate more than 80% of the sewage overflows. They say they're anxious to see if their water testing improves once this project comes online. Sewage, they say, is one of the most damaging pollutants, and DPW agrees. It's already reducing the nitrogen and phosphorus by 95% by using its new enhanced nutrient removal process, but building this new solution to existing backups can only better help make the bay healthier.
It's a huge project. It's a very aggressive construction schedule, but we're on schedule now to have the facility operational at the end of 2020.
The new modified consent decree between the city and the federal government. It was signed in 2016 and construction began last year. It should be completed by December of 2020.